Hi, Professor Johnson. This is my dad, and this is my friend Megan, and this is my dog. This is like my third time trying to do this. That's why my dog is my third member, because my mom went to bed. Um, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to make it short, but informative. And so, yeah.
Just cooking?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi! Alright, I'm Sarah Ordway, and today I'm going to be presenting on the effects the media has on anorexic women and how it causes the eating disorders. I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about anorexia. Anorexia is a disease, and it affects nearly 7 million people, especially young women in the United States, but only 1 million men. It can be defined as a disease in which women starve themselves to maintain their ideal weight. So, I mean, they're trying to be tiny. They think they're huge, but they're actually really small and emaciated. If you look at the handout I gave you, it has a picture of an anorexic model on there. Do you want to show the handout? Some girls actually find it euphoric. They get pleasure from having control over their bodies, so they starve themselves in order to feel like they have some kind of control over themselves. And actually, I read an article by a woman named Georgie Banks, and she's an anorexic, but she's a selective anorexic. So she says that she sometimes starves herself for no reason, just to feel the pleasure from being able to control her body. From that, society has definitely changed over the years. Marilyn Monroe, Bridget Bardot, they were both really large women, not large women, but hippie. They had thick legs, big butts, you know, to be informal, but they were thicker and they were considered fertile. You know, that was the ideal body, was a fertile woman. Over the years, people became more weight conscious as weight became an issue. People started getting bigger because food started to have more fat in it. And between now and 1958, in a study done, more models have been shrinking because there have been more diet ads, more pressure from the media to make them smaller. Magazines average about 15 ads for dieting or diet-conscious food. Women's magazines like Women's Health, Better Homes and Gardens, Vogue. I got all these magazines. My dad accidentally got this subscription to like 15 magazines, so I went through all of them, and I looked at all the ads, and I noticed that there was about 15 ads for dieting, and in the men's magazines there was only about 3 or 4. You know, things for like South Beach diet and other things like that, and really skinny models, beautiful models that were portraying people in healthy, happy families eating this diet-conscious food. Magazines now feature girls who are skinny with no hips and no breasts. They have skinny toothpick legs. They have absolutely no hips, nothing on them. But that's how society has changed through the media. They have taken this cue from the media. Television also portrays attractiveness. When was the last time you saw a commercial with an ugly person in it? You've never. You know, shampoo commercials feature girls with long flowing hair. They have beautiful faces, cute bodies. You know, bedding commercials, they have little small women that are skinny with tiny little nightgowns on next to an attractive male. You know, attractive couples are shown on TV for doing good. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they've been shown everywhere. Countless tabloids, all over the news, all over E! Just for adopting children, but a normal, average couple doesn't make the news for adopting a couple because they're good looking and attractive. This is giving the message to young girls that attractiveness, in order to be successful, you have to be attractive. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. In movies, they actually do this as well. And my example is from The Devil Wears Prada. Andy, who's played by Anne Hathaway, she becomes she works for this magazine editor who is played by Meryl Streep, and she ends up becoming this tiny little model even though she was a size 6. And there was a reference that Nigel, the assistant of Miranda, she said that you know, he said when they went into the room with all the clothes and she's looking at it, she says, I'm a size 6, and he says that's the new size 14. So that really puts a lot of pressure on girls to be even skinnier, because she says, well, the girls don't even eat. And one of the girls in the movie, Emily, she actually is just starving herself to death so much that she ends up in the hospital. She just, you know, she won't even eat crackers. She doesn't eat anything. And although the message at the end of the movie is good, it doesn't actually get through to kids, because the people and the young women that are watching this movie are like, oh my gosh, I'm fat. I'm a size 6. You know, what am I going to do? That's exactly how I felt when I watched the movie. I said, I'm a size 6, and I feel fat now. Like, I need to go run an extra 20 minutes on the treadmill. You know, what can be done about this problem? You know, girls are looking up to Photoshop pictures, unrealistic, like pictures photoshopped to make it look like they have unreachable standards. There's no way that girls are going to obtain this body, this ideal body, but, you know, that's the way that media portrays them. And something that's going to be done. Media literacy training, it informs girls of like the false realities. It shows how the pictures are photoshopped. It shows how girls' bodies are distorted. And it actually really helps to teach people how to get on with their lives and stop worrying so much about their weight and start realizing that what is normal. So that's really trying to, like, helpful, but it's not curing the problem. I mean, normal girls, you know, like Lauren Conrad, Kate from Johnny K+8. Lauren Conrad was on The Hills, and she was this girl, and she was normal at first, and then all of a sudden now she has her own workout plan. She talks about how she has a personal trainer. She's got a beautiful beach body. Kate from Johnny K+8, as soon as she had her babies, she got a tummy tuck. She had to work out. She had to have a boob job. She got her hair done. It's just, the media is forcing these normal girls to become extraordinary so that they fit into the media. So hopefully the media literacy training can help, but for now this is a really widespread problem that's going to be affecting, and it does affect a lot of people. And a lot of young women are suffering. They're suffering from anorexia. They're starving themselves to death because the media is trying to portray them as skinny, and that has become the normality. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you very much. Thank you for bearing with me, and